You guys, we are live at Monroe Middle School in Eugene, Oregon. And yeah, what you're seeing is a bunch of football players, young kids involved in a program that we're going to tell you about that is not really just about football. It's really about teaching them about the game of life. And they're out here practicing. These are kids of all different backgrounds. But the coaching and what they do is going to be really fun for you to find out more about. So the guy who picked this show, come here, Patrick. You guys know Patrick Olson from Patrick Olson Auto Repair. And I think he called me. I don't remember who called who, but every month
I called him.
You come up with a story.
I came up with a great idea. I was like, you know what? I want to promote something that's positive in our community. You know, I'm not downplaying any other positive thing that happens in our community, but this is something that touches dear to my heart. I used to coach youth sports, football, baseball, etc. And personal friends of mine, Coach Leon, Coach V, outstanding, excellent people, you know, on and off the field. They volunteer a lot of their time to help out our youth in our community. A lot of parents who come out and also support the kids. You know, kudos to them. You know, mad respect.
Because this is not just a game.
No, it's not a game.
What they're really teaching them is about the game of life.
Yeah. It's about skill building. It's about working together as a team. It's about accomplishing a common goal where there's no selfishness involved. You know, when I was on the field, just like these coaches talk about, you know, you don't score a touchdown by yourself. If it ain't for the team, if it ain't for your linebackers, if it ain't for your defensive ends, if it ain't for your QB, if it ain't for the team, we ain't going to win. I don't care who scores a touchdown, you know what I mean? But the bottom line is like we're going to win together, you know, but we're going to also fail together, you know, and Coach Leon and V help out so much in this community that I'm proud to call them my friends and want to support anything and everything they do.
All right, Leon, come here. Come over here. We get you guys behind you here. So, he's the man. So, tell me how, kind of tell folks why your background and why this is so important to you and what you're doing here. Well, and tell them the name of the program, too.
Our program is called Athletes United. We are a basketball, football team, life team. And more of my background, I'm from Berkeley, California, you know, right near Oakland. And, you know, growing up, it was hard. So a lot of these kids, you know, growing up now and have the same similarity background that I had. Single parents, you know, absent parents. And it's hard, you know, when you're there by yourself. So now we're bringing these kids all together and bringing on a family, you know, making it a family base. We're built on more of a Christian type foundation, and you know, we're teaching these kids more life business.
So what for you? You didn't get that as a kid?
No, I didn't. I didn't have a parent that was there, you know, in the stands with me. I didn't have, really no support. So it was really, I was there by myself.
So that's why you do what you do.
Yes, I am.
And you guys are serious. I mean, you guys are serious about your sports too, because you weren't getting enough in some other programs. We'll just leave it at that. It wasn't competitive enough. Because why is competition so important for kids learning life skills? I mean, because sometimes it feels like sports has become everybody's the same. And everybody's not the same.
Not at all.
And you got to work for stuff. And life is about working hard. And so that's what you're doing. That's a little different than some.
Yes. So really we're fighting adversity, you know. So right now you get a lot of kids in one pit right now, and they're used to playing each other. So now, you know, we take these kids out their element that they're used to and put them in another element and let them face adversity, let them see new things. So right now these kids are learning. So at the moment, you know, it's not about winning. It's all about these kids learning and defeating adversity.
All right, good. Okay, say goodbye. B, come here. So this is the other half of the family. So this is V. So tell them some of the things that you're doing out here with. I mean, you have kids that you pick up. You have kids that are single family, parent families. Kind of talk with folks about that.
We really just wanted to build a program that had more structure and had a stronger foundation. And, you know, I'm not afraid to say it, like, straight up, just a good, godly Christian foundation. I think that's just missing in the world in general and from these kids. And these kids are starting to lose sight of who they are and some of their strengths that they actually have as children. And then aside from that, yeah, we reach out, and we may not be able to do a lot of stuff monetarily. We may not be able to help pay bills. We may not be able to do that thing. But if one thing that we can do for parents is to put them into a program and surround them around people that they know that they can trust with their children, that's all that we can do. And that's as much as we can do. So we do exactly what we can.
I'm going to get you away from the wind.
Okay.
I learned, you know, when you start doing this for a while, you figure out what wind patterns are, because otherwise it ruins everything.
Yeah.
So why is it? Because being a single parent is not a bad thing.
No.
It's life.
It is life.
And
Yep.
but you need help.
We do.
You need support. And how do you know these things?
I am a single mom of 4, and all my kids are growing. And one thing that I wanted to teach them was how to be better leaders. And on the competition side of things, my kids just happen to be pretty good natural athletes, and playing at a high level of pro sports, I knew that there was no way that they were going to be able to reach the potential that they needed to reach in the current programming that we have now. There was no structure, there was no consistency, there was no drive. And then what I noticed the most is there wasn't that family component. You know,
What is that? So explain that to me.
so like what I love about our parents here is it is like a big family. It's not perfect, you know, we're not besties off the field, you
Right.
know, but like we'll put out a text message and say, hey, like some kids need rides from here, and everybody just figures out a way to come together. Jackie and Ricardo picked up one of the parents on the side of the road on the way to the game that had a flat tire. Little things like that, where before I would go to practices and everybody would just be off in their little areas. The team, there was no team bonding. It was just whatever happened on the field happened on the field, and after that it was done, and then after the season was done, that was it. So there's definitely a lot of our parents know that there's more. You know, we pray with our team on the field.
Why is the seriousness of this so important?
Um,
Because I mean, to me, I get that, because that's life.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't compete out there in the world and know that you can depend on other people, and you're teaching trust, so people have trust in what they do, and you have to be able to trust other people.
Yeah.
And other programs don't focus as much on that.
No.
It's more about, I don't know what.
There's definitely a fear nowadays that our kids can't handle that push, when in all actuality they actually crave that push.
Okay, come here.
Okay.
Come here. Hey, dudes, let's go out here where the guys are. So we're going to go out where the team is. So you're saying kids really want structure.
Yes, and they thrive off of it, and it's something that's been clearly proven in just the short time that we've had a lot of these kids. Some of these kids have never even played a sport, and I was speaking with one of the parents this morning, and we had a friendly counsel, and she was just saying how much this football program has helped her family life at home. Her kids have something to look forward to every day. We had one kid that was so used to being called stupid, you know, and being called these names, and he felt like he had nothing more to look forward to until this program. So she was just pouring her heart out about how this program has given her kids something to look forward to every day. And this program has been the push that they've needed to help them with school. They respect parents at home much more. They're understanding the value of how privileged they are to have this opportunity, where a lot of kids in the world just don't. It's been such a blessing to see the growth of these kids as individual young men and not just kids.
So what ages are we talking here?
Right now we have ages 8 through 12 on the team, and then some of the younger siblings, which is really cool. Like we have a little Austin over there that's in the corner.
Oh, way over there,
And
the
he's
little
like-
blonde
he's
guy. Look at
fine.
him.
Yeah.
Dude, he is awesome.
But he comes in and we let them come in and join. Obviously, they can't do some of the full tackle drills that we have, but during the warm-ups, we let them come in and be part of that team.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
look at him.
Yeah. And it's so cool because they look at their brothers and now they have something to look up to. You know, they see how hard their brothers are working. They see how much progress they're making. And we had a team meeting last night about if these guys could figure out and be confident in how good they are And that's the thing, is they don't have confidence in their own potential. And that's what we're trying to teach them, is how to have confidence in their own potential, so that when they go out into the world, they know that, you know what, I can do that if I just try.
So Leon, if you had had that as a kid, what would that have done? How could your life have been different?
One, it would have probably made me more aware of college. I didn't have no type of college awareness, and if you like having chores and things like that, I was already taught to grow up early. So being from California and the situations I was in, I had to grow up early. So having something structured wasn't really into my life. So it was just more, taking care of a younger brother, and basically just, really having family.
So you guys you're creating a family for these kids.
That's exactly.
And they have parents and that kind of thing, or one parent or something. You have foster kids here too. I mean, you have a couple of foster kids.
Yeah, I'm a single dad. Oh yeah, we got a couple foster kids that was, had a messed up life. Living in tents, and now this is their highlight right here.
Yeah.
Being with their family, their football family. That means everything to them.
So how do people get involved? Who are you looking for right now for students, for kids? You need players. You're always open to players.
Always open.
And how do they get a hold of you?
They can hit our Facebook, Athletes United. We have business cards. We have email.
What's your email? Can somebody put? V's going to give you the email. Can somebody put that on there for me? Just post it on there. Just give it to them.
It's athletesunited.oregon@gmail.com.
And phone number.
321 is the area code, 525-2875, and that is my direct line.
And that is on their Facebook page as well, if you just go on Facebook itself. Yes. So here's the thing. Patrick, come over here, buddy. Yep. You stay here, V.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. So
hold on, let me get in between you two tall guys.
Yeah. So
you're on higher ground.
So yeah, I'm way up here. So how much is it to scholarship a kid to do this?
It's $200 per player, and that covers all of their gear. Helps with practice, fields, referees. It covers all their fees for them to play.
So don't you think people, if you're seeing and you're thinking there's a lack of this kind of activity in our community, $200 would get, and you probably have kids that could get in here but can't afford it right now.
We actually, almost 90% of this team is full scholarship.
What?
And so what's happened is we've come up with some fundraising, but in a lot of cases, my partner and I have fronted the cost for some of these kids to play because we felt like it was more important for them to be here and to have this than to just cut them out of the program because they couldn't afford it.
So you guys, I'm not trying to be like Mr. Whatever, but gosh, if you guys just gave $10 to them, if 20 people gave $10, I think my math's right, that would be one kid.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is go to their page and you can donate it. There's a way for people to get money to you, to contact you, to find out more about that. But I mean, there's a way. If you're one of those people sitting at home and you're thinking, gosh, there's no programs for kids like this. There is.
Yeah.
And that's something we can all do to say something. You look like you wanted to say something, my man.
Not only did we, fundraise, but we also got cleats for a lot of the kids on the team that was unable to get cleats, and didn't want them to feel left out. And like I said, this is a family.
Because I don't want to get overly personal, but I like you. You're a cool dude. So you know what that feels like,
right?
To be left out. Mm-hmm. And so why is that so important that every one of these little kids, look at that, oh my God, they're so awesome. Look at that. I'm sorry, we're sitting here looking at us, and you guys, you're all sent home going, show us, Rick, good Lord. Hold on.
9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's so awesome. So look at this. Leona Houston put this in for us. Is that correct? Athletes United Oregon.
2875.
So Leona, it's 2875 at the end. But thank you so much. If you just fix that, and we'll get her going.
Can I share something real quick?
Yes, yes.
So
Hold on just a second. Let me turn this around now.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was cool with it over there.
Yeah, she could.
So just along the lines with what Leon was talking about, I grew up dirt poor. So for me, I don't know to this day, I have no idea, but for me to play volleyball, and I ended up going on and playing pro ball later on, but for me to play club, it costs about $3 to $5 grand per season for the team that I needed to be on in order to, again, reach my highest potential. And to this day, I don't know who those sponsors were, but I thank God for them because that opened up a lot of doors in my life. And from that moment forward, I made a promise that I would do the same for either a kid or, in this case, multiple kids in the area.
Okay, so Leona, I'm going to invite you as a guest. We're going to see if this is going to work because you're filling in our stuff for us. Good night, it's sunny out here. I guess I shouldn't be complaining. Every show somebody has to say something about my hair. It's my thing. So Leona, you're going to be here. There you are. How are you?
Leona's on. Good. Hi.
So Leona, don't you think this is awesome?
I think this is really great. Yeah.
So Leona's in a group with Patrick and me, and Patrick Olson Auto Repair is the group that actually is sponsoring the show because Patrick has connections with everything that's unusual in life. I mean unusual in a very good way, okay?
Hey, and Patrick Olson Auto Repair is also going to sponsor
Hi,
one
Patrick.
kid, themselves out here. So we're going to drop the $200 to help one kid out, and I encourage anybody who's watching this video to please share it on their page. Visit my page. You can drop donations off at the shop personally with me or with V or Leon, or you probably find Rick somewhere walking around. He's everywhere. But I'm going to personally donate $200 to help out these kids. And I encourage all my friends and family, we've all been in a hard spot in our life. And, these kids are all innocent. Let's pick one kid up. If it's only one, it's going to mean the world to them.
Yeah.
So please help us out.
Oh, awesome. And just, I want to give Patrick, I just want to say what a fantastic guy you are. I really enjoy being in the group with you, and your business, your mechanic work is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leon. I love seeing you.
Yeah.
Hey, either in or out of the shop. I love to see you. I like interacting with people. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're a great
Thanks,
guy.
Leona.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
I got a show for you later this month.
All right.
I'll see you. That's awesome. Hey, Tyler, are you still here? No, I think Tyler left. Joshua? Okay, so let's get one more person out there. Hey, Joshua Ramsdale. I'm going to see if we can connect you on here. God, this is a whole new thing. This is so awesome.
I was going to say, I've never
I really
seen
like
this.
that.
This
That's
is brand
pretty
new.
cool.
It is so, this is like,
I feel like we need to step up our live game.
this is only like Sunday that
You
we
always
started
learn
doing
something new
this.
every day.
So people, you guys, if you could just go on their page, find a way to donate. You can get, it's $200 for a kid, and you can get a kid who's not able to afford this.
I mean, even you can donate $10. You know what I mean? $10.
That's what I'm saying. $10.
Everybody can contribute and help somebody out, whether you're ever going to see the kid or not. But that kid will have a lasting memory of somebody helping him out, just like V just explained. And you know what? Maybe when they get to our age, they'll be able to pay it forward and help out other children.
So let me go to. Where's our parent? Tyler? Oh, Rick, this is great. Bring communities together through team sports. That's exactly right, Tyler.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, as a kid, it's like, I'll let Tyler on here. Oh, I think he's gone. So where's our parent?
Okay, so there's a couple. Oh, they walked away. They went that way.
Get back over there.
Come this way.
So we're going to talk with a parent. We're going to go over here in the shade a little bit and find out what they think of this program. You don't need a kid. We got
don't
mom.
need a kid.
We got you. Well, you need a kid, but you don't need a kid for this.
Right.
And you are.
Danielle.
And how long has your son been playing out here? I'm assuming it's a boy.
Yes.
Somebody already asked you to be on the women's football league. Somebody came on and said, we should get her on the women's football league. I mean, we have a different topic here.
His first year is this year right here.
Oh, seriously? So what is the situation with your son? Kind of what's your family situation?
Our Stop me. I can't.
You can't do it? No. Is it just you and your son?
Leon.
Come here, you know, it happens. It's okay. So tell me, you are who?
I'm Moana, and my son has been out there. We've been in football for 6 years now. Yeah, 6 years.
And 6 years.
Yeah.
So, are you a single parent?
No. We have, but at the beginning of this season, we had a huge loss in the family, and it was right when registration was going on and everything, and I was really struggling to make that work to get my son into ball, which since we've been doing it for so long and he loves it so much, it was a necessity. And without me even asking, they offered a scholarship to us.
Seriously?
Yeah, and no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and just happy to have been on the team, and he's here now, and we didn't have to worry about any of that. And,
What does it do for Ben?
oh, it's amazing. It takes a lot of, it's an outlet for him to forget about the sad stuff about losing, you know, his grandmother and everything, and it's always been an outlet for him. It's something so important to him, and it means the world to me for us to be able to do this when I wasn't for sure how we were going to make it work.
Is this, are these like his brothers?
Yeah, it's an amazing unity. We've been doing this football stuff for a long time, and it's night and day difference. This league is a whole nother level.
Why? Tell me what that means.
Because they invest in the kids. They put time and love into the kids, and it's not just no, you did something wrong. It's no, you did this wrong, and you're supposed to do this, this, and this. It's real coaching. And yesterday we had film. We had game film, and these are 10, from 10 to 11-year-old kids.
So it's serious, and some people are like, oh, well, maybe that's too serious. No, because life is serious, and it gives them a feeling probably of like, this is real, this isn't fake.
And I put my kids in sports because it teaches them the hard stuff about life the easy way. It teaches you how to lose. It teaches you how to win. It teaches you how to work together. It teaches you how to learn from your mistakes. It teaches you all that early before you get into this horrible thing we call life, that all this stuff is going to come at us, but they're going to know how to do it because they know how to put in their work. They know how to work as a team. They know how to get through everything.
Ben, come here, buddy. The stud. Look at this. Man, look at you. So how old are you? You're Ben?
Yeah, I'm 10 years old.
So tell me about this program. What does it do for you?
Well, it helps me push me to my limits and get to my goal already.
So what's your limit? What does that mean? Is it hard?
Yes, it's supposed to push your limit, push yourself to be better than you're already at.
So do you think sometimes that other life doesn't let you do that, and this teaches you how to do that?
Yeah.
So how old are you again?
10.
Good night. How come you're so smart? Just happened?
Yeah.
So where do you go to school?
I'm actually homeschooled for K-12.
So what's your favorite thing? What are you going to be when you grow up?
I'm hoping I can be a pro football player.
There you go. So this is probably good education for you, huh?
Yeah.
What else after that? And what else?
Well, also, I always want to push myself so I can go to the NFL.
And what do you want to be after the NFL?
A pastor.
A what?
A pastor.
So you're going to be first a football player, then you're going to be an NFL football player, and then when you retire with millions and millions of dollars, you're going to go out and be a pastor.
Yes.
I got it. See, you got a plan at 10. That's awesome. So you guys don't. I love how. Thank you, Ben. So I love how you're really trying to get them to think.
I think it's important. I think that we're not with the whole participation trophy stuff. It doesn't do anything for our kids, and we've proven it here, But these guys come and they're starting to see that they are capable of so much more, and especially like we have some I would probably be willing to bet we probably have some of the top athletes in this program, top 3 to 5 athletes. So it's been really nice. We're a younger team playing up in an older division, and that was what we told them. We're like, okay, you guys can go and be great with all these kids that maybe aren't up to your level of competition. Now, how you can really prove that you're a great athlete is by going up against somebody that challenges you, and they've done that so far.
Okay, can I ask you some, because it's called Get Real, so I kind of have to go there just as this is a Rick Dancer thing. So have we wussified things so much that we make it so that everybody comes, I remember my kids were playing sports, everybody got a trophy, and some of the time, I love my boys, but they didn't deserve a trophy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, now they do, and there are other things, but when they were playing sports, and you get out there and you're going, so how does that teach them anything? So you have a whole generation of kids, I'm getting on a soapbox here just a little bit, who all think they deserve, like I don't have to do anything, I can just like everybody else, just showing up, I get a trophy, and that's just crap.
Honey, I'm not afraid to say it. Yeah, the kids have become lazy. They don't have any drive. They don't feel like they have to work for anything because parents have gotten to a point where it's more important to be their friends instead of being a parent. And we've actually had to deal with some kids on that level, like, hey, you're not going to get equal playing time here. I'm sorry. Your playing time here is earned. And the response from that has been incredible. But the difference is they've changed that with this whole no kid gets left behind. So now we are putting a cap on the potential of these great athletes, and then these lower level athletes don't really learn at the pace that they need to, because everybody's just getting mixed together. And there really just needs to be a separation. Okay, this program over here, that's for recreational recess sports. You go over there if you don't want to be pushed. But if you want to be pushed and we can guarantee that I will put my life on it. We can guarantee that at the very least your kid is going to leave here much better than when they started, hands down.
So let's go back and end with you, because I think, Leon, I love your story. I really love that you were that kid, and you probably have a lot more to it that you could curl my eyebrows a little bit with the stories, huh? Yeah, well, I wasn't that great a kid either. My parents are both dead, so they can't say anything anymore, but I have 3 sisters and they keep me in line. But so you understand that mentality of what they need to get so that they can be like you today, but they don't have to be like you were the day before.
Mm-hmm. All you got to do is, work for what you want. Our slogan is do your job. And so we teaching these kids, if you do your job, then you don't have to do other people's jobs. So if our linemen block, that takes less stress off of our running backs and our quarterback. So do your job is our main slogan. And like I said, growing up, everything, was really a fight. So we're teaching these kids to fight for what they want.
All right. So Patrick, that kind of is a nice segue to end with you.
All right.
Since you sponsored this thing, because this is one thing I will tell you about Patrick. You do work.
Yeah.
And you work hard, and you are all about the same things they're about, and that's helping
Success
people.
isn't handed to you. You got to earn it. You got to work hard.
And he knows because he has 14 children. Between he and Mary, they have 14 kids.
My wife and myself, we do have 14 children.
So he understands that value.
My hair's not as good looking as yours, man. My hairstylist is out of town, but I guess that's no excuse.
So Patrick Olson Auto Repair on 7th Avenue. And give them a try, you guys. You heard Leona. She takes your car to him.
We're a full service shop. The only thing we don't do is body work and alignments. I sublet those out. But as far as any major electrical, diagnostic, tune-up need, come in right now. We've been running a special on free check engine light diagnostics. Your check engine light's on. 99% of the shops in the surrounding areas will charge you to diagnose it. Yeah, AutoZone will read your code for free. No problem. That's not going to tell you your problem. Come in and see me and I'll tell you the problem. I'll diagnose what's going on with it, and whether you repair with me or not, I'd like to help you.
So Patrick had a guy come in just the other day who said, okay, Rick was talking all about you. I used to go to so-and-so, and I'm going to give you a try.
Yeah,
so I'm guessing he's happy.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody that you referred, I do my best to take care of, but I don't treat them any special or any different than any other person that walks through my door.
Everybody gets that service from you. So Patrick, thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go.
And I'm dead serious, man. I'm sponsoring the show, and I want some of my friends and family, and I'm going to watch it. I can track it. I know these people. I want you guys to please help me help these kids, because there's a lot of kids that need help. And please, if you believe in me, believe in these kids and help me.
So you guys, that's $200 for scholarship and a kid. And kudos people out. here. Well, the studliest people out here, actually. These aren't cute kids. These are studly little guys. Here we go.
Go.
Oh, dang.
Down. Set. Go. Dave Young, you've got to keep your head up, okay? You can't just fly in there with your head down, all right? Next time I have to tell you, you're going to give me 10 push-ups, okay? Into the line. Down. Set. Go. Good getting low, Seville, but you've got to wrap up, bro. You've got to use your eyes. Down. Down. Set. Go. Sit. Go. Don't run past him. Try it again. Down. Run to the cone. Go. Down. Sit. Go. Down. Set. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Down. Sit. Go. Don't be afraid, okay? Get in there. Make the wrap up. Down. Go. Set. Go. Good job, Nate. Down. Down. Set. Go. Set. Go. What happened? What happened? No, you didn't get lower. Hey, down. So you owe me 10 push-ups. Okay?